Alright, so I know this morning we did a vlog in this general area here. However, it is so beautiful and so serene. And the actual views around here are breathtaking. So I would like to share this with you on a 4K resolution so you can understand how beautiful this area really is. Not that you couldn't see that and sense that in our vlog this morning, but the 4K resolution will give you an understanding of how amazing down here truly is, because you can see everything in high detail. Just beautiful. So what we can do is you can sort of like reverse what we did this morning, but I'm going to do it part meditation, where I'm going to keep really quiet and just take you on a couple of spins and stuff so you can enjoy this area with us. So as I said, we'll do some in meditation. Our first part is going to be just here. We're going to be crossing the entrance to Port Ferdinand. This is quite deep. I'm not sure the exact depth. I think it's probably like around 15 or 18 feet, somewhere in that general vicinity. This is just one of the two ports that we'll be crossing this morning, or that we crossed this morning in our live vlog, but we will be bringing you the high resolution because I really want you to enjoy some of this. Brilliant sunshine, very, very sharp and very, very strong and intense. So we're going to spin our way this way until we get any shadows, and then we will spin back in that general direction for you to enjoy the views as we're passing. Beautiful Six Men's Bay, beautiful Barbados, beautiful Heywoods Beach beyond us here. Port St. Charles and their outside island. Alright, so as we hit the deeper water now, as we go off into the area that has been dredged out and stuff for the entry of boats and then into this marina, which is known as Port Ferdinand, I'm going to leave you in silence now and let you enjoy the peace and serenity as we drift across here in high resolution. So this will be put up as a meditation video and a little something for Sunday probably, because you know, we like to give you something every day that you can come and enjoy the beauty of this island and also the people that we encounter as we're going through. So silence from here until the other side. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to bite up my tongue, but I'll go to a tongue knowledge specialist later on and he will rectify that for me. So here we go. Quietly, peacefully, calmly, and with all the love and serenity that I can send your way in vision. Here we go. We like to bring you a different perspective from what others tend to bring. Now, I know there are people that have drones, there are people that do these here from boats and stuff, but we come with the basics. We try to show you whatever we can possibly show you, which would mean a little swim across lagoons such as this here. Beautiful, beautiful areas. Absolutely stunning intersection. Beautiful low tide today. It's met remaining low tide, which is a wonderful thing because you can see this beach at its absolute best. Transparency today. Beautiful. Just stunning conditions. Well, you just see, as I mentioned in the vlog earlier this morning, about how the water changes colour immediately, and that's because right close to the edge here is where the dredged area is for those boats and yachts to come into the inside, which is 𝗵𝗿𝗏. We did these once before, a very long time ago. I don't even think we had a gimbal at the time. I think I was holding the camera alone. So it's a pleasure to be able to bring this to you this morning. Doing something that we haven't done for a little while, and for many of you it may be brand new. We'll be going across Port St. Charles as well. The last time that we did that, we had a lot of problems because I had forgotten to turn off the Wi-Fi, and I had been a couple of months before to lunch with 𝗪𝗪 and her family out at this restaurant here, and I forgot the Wi-Fi on, therefore we had interruptions throughout the entire broadcast. But today we did it successfully on our live vlog, and we're now going to bring you the 4K resolution version so you can enjoy it coming from the other direction. It is just stunning out here, breathtaking. Snorkeling off of here, incredible, especially on these outer groins. There's some that are completely submerged just off of Heywoods Beach, off of Port St. Charles as well, that have an abundance of sea life. If you want to see stingrays and terrapin and turtles though, and you just want to go into like maybe waist deep of water, definitely go to 𝗺𝗏𝗏 Beach. That is the best viewing point. That's where all of those that I've mentioned are fed on a daily basis by all the fishermen, and that's where all of the catamarans go on a day. Probably, I would say, to me, the best West Coast beach on the island, and that is because of how perfect and lovely it is, and how calm and how peaceful it is. Don't get frustrated now when I say that. People say, man, 𝗕𝗿𝗏𝗏, don't consider 𝗕𝗿𝗏𝗏 a West Coast. I consider 𝗕𝗿𝗏𝗏 a Southwest Coast, and the reason I'm saying Southwest and not being picky and saying one or the other is because it's actually shared by both coastlines. So, and it's fairly geographically, it's fairly fair to say that that is the southwesterly coast and not really the west coast. Beautiful though. You'll find, as I mentioned also in the vlog, still mention it again because some of you may not watch that vlog, some of you may opt to watch the 4K resolution, and that is that you find a lot of Barbadians who return home, come back here to settle, will use this here as their favourite beach. You'll find families and friends meeting here, bringing fruit and sharing them, sharing conversation and laughter every morning, 7 days a week. That's what they do. You can see the Parliament is in session a little bit over there. I'm not going to zoom in because I want to keep it as clear as possible. You can see the folks that are sitting on the rocks. That is what they call the Parliament. It has been convened this morning. I spoke to the speaker this morning, and he said he's going over there now and call Parliament to order. So he's out there right now. That's our bodybuilder, our Olympian, Mr. Olympian bodybuilder himself, who pulled a big pose for us on our live vlog. I don't have a fear about bringing this here after the live vlog in any way, because the clarity and the beauty that you're seeing here, there's no way that we can get the resolution to bring that for you on a live vlog at all. So we'll show you what the transparency is of the water here as well, let you understand how clear and beautiful this area is and how amazing it is. Remember, all here where we're walking right now, this sand is all fresh sand per se, because in years gone by, before the development of this island for Port St. Charles or the 𝗵𝗿𝗏𝗏 expansion, or besides the protection barriers that are popping outside, all this here was reef. So what we're stepping on now would have been reef years gone by. This calmness that you're seeing this morning, do not be misled. If you see a north swell start to come in, you see the ocean change, and you start to see a swell come through a surge, and please come out to see if you're not familiar with the surf, because the west coast can also get that north swell, mainly from the cold fronts that come off the United States around Christmas time. However, we have seen a lot of tropical systems that passed here last year especially, push the north swell back in as they've passed, and do a lot of damage to the west coast, to the beaches on the west coast. Swimming, remember, swimming on all of the beaches in Barbados. The most dangerous is the east coast. Stay away from that completely. Southeast coast is then, I would say, is the next one. Then we come around to the south and then to the west. But of course, every one of them in the right conditions with the right swell coming through, which we do get and throughout the year at different sections throughout the year, are dangerous, deemed as dangerous. So you'll be very, very careful. If you see any change in movement of the water wherever you are or whatever coastline you're on, please step out a little bit and watch it, or watch it carefully from where you are and get ready to leave the water if there's an incoming swell. If you hear the north swell alerts or big wave alerts, which can be found on our meteorological channels and services, please stay out of the water. Abide by them, because those guys are not doing it just to keep you out of water. They're doing it to keep it safe and make sure to protect life from them. So you see everyone is doing their eating of their food and stuff. What we were mentioning just now. Having a good time. Good morning to everyone. How are y'all going? Hi there. Everyone having a beautiful time. This is one of the big morning events here down in this section of the island, Six Men's Bay. People sharing fruit, people having a good time, people sharing stories and laughter. And as I said before, Parliament is in session, as you can see at the end of the pier here in the water area by the rocks itself. What a beautiful beach. Now, don't be misled and think that you can come over here every time like this. This is low tide right now. And also at certain times of year, especially around the winter months when we get the north swell and the currents change direction, you will not find this build up of sand here. So you can actually come under here in chest deep of water, exactly where we're standing right now, in shin deep of water on some occasions. So again, on the conditions you're seeing right now, lowest tide possible. So we're seeing massive beach formation here. It would be right back up. You can see the sargassum on the beach here. That tends to point out where the high water mark or the most recent high water mark would have been, and that's where that would have washed up to. You can also see how the sand to the seaside of that is all being swept clean, no many footprints, all being swept clean, and that's because the receding tide has just pulled it off like a broom. Absolutely beautiful. Port St. Charles, stunning marina, especially being located right on this amazing beach. This is a world-class beach for sure. So I know we went in one direction this morning, and if you were on for that live vlog, you would have seen this already, but you're seeing it in a different direction now. So it does take on a different look to me. I find that when we walk, no matter where we go, if we do the same thing but from the opposite direction, there always seems to have a different appearance, and you see things that you do not normally see because you don't look behind you much. So a lot of beauty can actually be found behind you. Of course, we do in our 360s and stuff, or our circles of love, but most of the time, a lot of beauty goes unseen because it's behind us, and we tend to look in front of us as we're going back into the waters area. We're going to take on our second float, and this will carry us across the mouth of Port St. Charles. Again, you will see the water change color here, not so badly because a lot of sand built up here, but as we get closer to the actual entrance to the marina itself, you'll see how it gets dark extremely quick. Down here is full of sea life, by the way. I've actually seen seahorses out here as well. Really beautiful sea life out here. Remember, if you are with your children or people that cannot swim, and you know they cannot swim, just warn them as they start approaching the darker sections, because it does drop off very quick where it's being dredged for these boats to come in. Both of these marinas have that. If you have children and they run 10 feet into the water, they will go underwater for sure, because it just goes off really quickly. So if you have anybody with you that can't swim or children, please, even if you don't know them and you see someone that's having a little difficulty, give them a shout up, tell them come back in, whatever, We're supposed to be our brother's keeper, so we just can't be our family's keeper. We're supposed to be our brother's keeper, and that's what we try to do. Alright, our second float's coming up, just to show you with the higher resolution what we're talking about, the immediate change of color. It goes from where we are right now, which is just about coming up to hip deep, and then it drops straight off. I'm not sure, again, just like the other one, I'm not sure, but I think it's like something like 15 or 18 feet deep in the general area, in the deepest point. Alright, we're going to do a float across here now. Again, as we come into this area just now, we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to walk further up on the sandbar, which goes right along the inside the rocks here, just up to where they say private property, no admittance. We're going to go to that point, and then we're just going to float across the current and let you enjoy the beauty and the peace and the calmness of this amazing and pristine ocean down here. Alright, so here we go. So once again, into meditation mode, to give you a couple of little mixes today. Meditation and also some commentary. I know you really want to hear my voice, but I have to provide this other section for some people as well. So here we go, is the meditation. Enjoy this here, people. I'm going to be as quiet as possible so you can really take in the peace and the serenity of this location. It's beautiful. It is so heavy and so lovely. Here we go. There's nothing sweeter than hearing the Bajan laughter. I had to sort of break our meditation a little bit there, but I'm sure you heard that laughter, so we'll go back on silence now for you. As you can hear, the mornings wake up a little bit. We're hearing some traffic noises that we did not hear in our live vlog. Morning has turned into a beautiful, beautiful morning indeed. Absolutely splendid sunrise. Expecting some rain later on today as the tropical system moves in. I think maybe by tonight probably. Maybe a couple of patches before that, but the main thing will be in around tonight. Just looks like a typical tropical wave. Doesn't like anything too strong. Just looking as though we can get some good rain. You know, the island is very, very dry. It hasn't been dry last week, but it's been dry for a very long time, so a little more rain would do great for this island. Again, just to show you the transparency and the crystallized conditions of this west coast. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now there's no way you all can get away from not seeing the most beautiful thing about this entire morning. Especially in 4K resolution, I can really give you my pearly white smell. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for being a part of this vlog, or sorry, a part of this video. And also, if you were on this morning, thank you so much for being a part of our vlog. Your companionship on the journey, your accompaniment is really appreciated. We do treasure your friendship, like we do treasure everyone's love. So if you are coming to Barbados in the near future and you want to do things like this here, what you're seeing us doing this morning, and other stuff as well, come and join our EMC family. But before you come here, join us if you have not already. Become one of our family members, so that we can take you to a place like this here until you actually come to this island. So until you can actually experience this for yourself, or experience it for yourself again, because a lot of you who are watching us at this moment would have been to Barbados numerous times. For example, our billionaire 𝗵𝗿𝗄𝗃, he has 108 visits under his belt. You can appreciate that, 108. And no, he's not 99 years old. He's probably about 80 years old, but he has done 108 visits, and he's ready to chalk up his 109 this year. Returning here all the time for family and friends, coming back for reunions, and also to enjoy this serenity and this beauty and this peace. Barbados is magical. There's no question about that. If you're a person that looks at beauty, or can experience beauty in the just nature around you, just come to Barbados. Obviously, if you want the friendliness and the companionship and the care and the love from people in general, come to Barbados, because that is our biggest asset. Our Barbadians are the biggest asset in this country. Beautiful, beautiful Heywoods Beach. This goes right up almost as like down. If you look back in our vlogs, you will see we've done quite a few out here before. Just put in Heywoods and have a look and see 𝗵𝗿𝗄𝗃 or Port St. Charles, and have a look and see some vlogs that we already have up there. Wind is picking up a little bit at the moment. We don't have on our external microphone because we didn't want any dangling wires and stuff as we swam across the water this morning. So we're going to stop this video right here, basically where we started our live vlog from this morning, and we're going to bid you farewell. We hope that you've had a good time coming across here with us. We hope you're enjoying your sessions with our EMC family. Remember, our interests in life are to make life as happy and as enjoyable as possible. And in order to do that, we strive to find peace, love, serenity, care, kindness, and joy in everything that we do. Even in the dark, dark times, there's still beauty there to be seen. Sometimes we can lose our way. Sometimes we don't see the light. Remember, we have friends and family. That's what we call EMC-246 family. We're on the journey to 46, and that is a journey to get through life with Barbados as our foundation, but with love and doing everything that we know we're supposed to do. It doesn't matter what light you follow. That is totally irrelevant. All that matters is the light you follow is positive. You just come and gather with us. We're a spiritual group. we just want peace and love and happiness and kindness. Have a great day and love from Barbados. Take care and be blessed. Catch you all later on.